channel. Tonight I'm making a shrimp stir fry or a shrimp fried rice kind of a dish. I wanted to show you how I'm gonna make it. Okay, so right now I've got in my pan, I've added some olive oil and I put some bok choy chopped up and some green onions chopped up. Now when I used to make this, I used to use white onions all the time, but in which you could still use white onions, but I had some green onions left over from having we had egg roll in a bowl a couple nights ago, and so, and a friend of mine gave me this bok choy out of her garden, so I'm going to make use of it because it's good. And if you don't know what bok choy is, it's just it's an Asian cabbage, a different type of cabbage. So it looks a little bit different, like the bottoms of it kind of look like celery, and then it has these dark greens on top. It's really good. They also have a version of it called baby bok choy. So I'm just going to let this all cook down. I'm going to be adding some seasonings to it. I've got a package of cauliflower rice that is from Sam's. So I'm going to go ahead and pop in the microwave and mix with this in a little bit. Okay, so I'm also going to add 2 cloves of garlic to this vegetable mixture with my garlic press. I'm going to add some salt, pink Himalayan salt, which I'm going to have to open some more of this. I'm going to add some pepper, black pepper, and a little bit of ground ginger, probably about a teaspoon or so. And this is all to taste, guys, so you can taste it, see what your, if it needs more of anything later. I've got this going. Mix it all together, good. Basically, we're just going to cook this down until these bok choy and the onions are nice and tender. Then we will add our cauliflower rice, our shrimp that I'm going to add, and then a few other things. And your green part will wilt down quicker, obviously, than your thicker parts of your bok choy, so you just want to let those cook down. It's like if you were cooking celery or something. They're starting to get a little bit more tender. So we'll bring that to a... Now we're going to drizzle some coconut aminos, about a tablespoon or so. I'm eyeballing it, but if you want to be precise, just measure it out. And I'm going to add a cup of my bone broth. I made a batch this week. If you don't have homemade bone broth, just use some store-bought. Just watch for sugar. I'm going to add that. And I'm going to let that come to a roiling bubble. And then I'm going to add my other things to it, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so I've got this to a roaring bubble. Now I'm going to go ahead and pop my shrimp in here. I'm just going to stir those around, and I'm going to let them cook until they're pink. And then I'll add in my cauliflower rice, and we'll see how thickened up this gets. And then I may add an egg in here like I do with my fried rice. One other ingredient that I wanted to mention that I do add, whenever I'm cooking with dark greens, I always add a dash of nutmeg. So I did a half a teaspoon of nutmeg in here. This time I used ground, but I like to use fresh nutmeg where you grate it in. That gives the best flavor. So just a little tip there. It cuts the bitterness in any greens and makes it taste really good. So let these cook and we'll show you what happens. Alright, so this has come to a really good simmer. I'm going to go ahead and put my cauliflower rice in now. I've already, like I said, cooked it in the microwave because you don't want to put cold cauliflower rice in here after you've already gotten everything nice and warm. Also, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of Kerrygold butter to give it a little richer flavor. So we can get this all mixed in. Oops, just making a big old mess here. I'm a messy cook, that's one thing. We're gonna see how thick this gets. Now you could use less broth, probably half a cup would be enough, but it will cook out once we get it going here. Or some of it will. I'm gonna let this thicken up. And I did add a little more salt and a little more pepper because I had to get some more salt into my little salt thing over here. All right, so I'm gonna let that thicken up, and then I will show you what I'm gonna do next. Okay, now it's starting to thicken up, and I've scrambled up or beaten up 2 eggs. I'm gonna just throw that in there and mix it all together. And that's gonna thicken it up a little bit more even, and give it that fried rice taste without being not being juicy at all. It'll have a lot of flavor. My dog is barking. Excuse her. Okay, so for the final step, just to give it a little extra fat and a really great flavor, is I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of sesame seed oil on top for that great flavor that it has. Now I don't cook with it, I just like it for the flavor. So I'm adding that on top, I'm going to mix it in, and there I will be ready to serve. I'll show you what it looks like all plated up. All right, here it is, all plated up. Looks delicious, and we have 2 servings plus a serving for one of us for lunch tomorrow. So time to dig in. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I sure hope you liked the video and the recipe. Make sure you subscribe down below. Thanks for stopping by, and make sure you hit that bell so you can get notified when there are more recipes and more vlogs coming your way.